guys, what is up? It is I, James Penrose, here for video number 51 on my channel, and this video is going to be my full official WrestleMania 30 review. Now, I'm going to say right now, this WrestleMania was a massive emotional roller coaster ride for me. Not just for me, but for everyone in the IWC, YWC, or everyone in the WWE universe, everyone around the world who was watching this. It was a huge roller coaster ride in terms of the greatest moments of the show and the downhill moments of the show. And I'm going to develop onto that further in the review. But let's get on to the opening match. The pre-show, the Usos won, didn't watch that, but I'm glad the Usos won. I'm not going to complain. I said the Real Americans were going to win. And honestly, they need to give Usos a fair title reign. I mean, they've only had it a month, so they need to develop more with their title reign. So I'm glad the Usos won. We get on to the opening match, surprisingly, with the Triple H Daniel Bryan match. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't see that one coming. But I understand it because they didn't want to jeopardise Daniel Bryan's health and stamina going into the main event if he were to win. So the first match was Triple H Daniel Bryan, and I'm going to give a massive round of applause for this match. It was an outstanding opener. I couldn't think of a better match to open WrestleMania 30 with this match. Great work between these two. I was so intrigued as to how they would work together. And they just played it out really well. Triple H, the whole match, was targeting Daniel Bryan's injured shoulder, his injured arm, as he was doing, I believe it's called the chicken wing arm submission hold, where he's got him like that, and he puts his arm through like that. You know, that was well utilised. And I love the crowd in this match. And I just love the fact that when you go down to the fact of Daniel Bryan getting hit by a pedigree with Triple H, and obviously you think that's it. And I actually thought for a second that's it. I was thinking, no, I have enough faith that Daniel Bryan's going to win. But I had something in me that was telling me, you never know, it might go into a 3 count. And he goes 1, 2, 3. No, he kicked out, and the fans just popped right there. And not only did they pop right there, but afterwards, about a few seconds later, he goes for another pedigree. I believe he does a back body drop, and he hits it with the flying knee. And 1, 2, 3, I go ballistic. Enjoy. The whole of the Superdome goes fucking ballistic in joy. I've never seen a better crowd reaction to a finish in my life. Honestly, that was fucking amazing. If you think that was good, wait till you get to the main event. So Daniel Bryan won the match. An outstanding opener. Great work between these two. I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was just very well done. The storytelling was great in this feud, and the match delivered perfectly. So kudos to them too. So that was one of the most memorable moments. Now we go to a little downhill moment, because the next match is the Shield in a 6-man tag against Kane and the New Age Outlaws. This, guys, I'm going to say right now, leading off of Triple H Daniel Bryan match, this match was not the best. It was really not that good. It felt unbelievably rushed. Even I was surprised at how fast the match turned out to be. Let's just put it this way, it was a complete squash match. The Shield dominated the whole match. They squashed Kane and the New Age Outlaws. I would have had it go. It was only like a couple minutes. I would have had at least a 5-10 minute back and forth match, making it equal between these two. But the Shield squashed them again. But at least they're making the Shield look strong like they always do. I mean, I've never had a problem with the Shield ever, and I probably never will until they break them up. But the Shield won. I predicted that. Well, it's predictable anyways. And a lot of people were worried that the Shield were going to break up tonight, saying, oh, this is the Shield's final moment. No, it's not. I can see them going another 6 months, definitely, before they split them up. I think they'll split them up at, let's say, either Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. SummerSlam, I'd say they'll split them up. But in all honesty, the match could have been a bit longer. Could have went way longer, actually. It only felt like a minute, if I'm honest. But the Shield won, which is good. Okay, the next match is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to determine the first ever winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Cup. And I'm going to say right now, this was a solid Battle Royal. It started off kind of boring, and it picked up after like the first 10 eliminations of 20 eliminations. And I just love how you didn't do the predictable thing and put in the Big Show over, because I didn't want to see that. Just because, oh, he's the same size as Andre the Giant, that he needs to win this. No, he doesn't need it. It'll be too predictable. In all when it all came down to it, after it was all said and done, you ended up putting over Antonio Cesaro. And quite honestly, that's fucking awesome if you ask me. I predicted 3 people to win this. The Big Show, or a Dolph Ziggler, or a Biggie Langston. And Biggie Langston, he wasn't in there for very long, if I'm honest. He got eliminated by Fandango, of all people. What the hell happened there, man? I mean, the crowd was over with him. I mean, you saw about most of the people in the front row doing da 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 da. That was a cool thing to see. And yeah, and the crowd played their part throughout the show. They did their work pretty well in terms of fan reaction and support. But Biggie Langston could have went in the Battle Royal a bit longer. I mean, he's the IC champion, make him look strong, you know. But getting eliminated by Fandango, give me a break, man. So the final 2 were... before I get into that, I want to say the stunt that Kofi Kingston did, where I believe it was... I don't know who it was, but someone threw him over the top rope, over the ring post, and he landed so hard on the floor, on the mat, but his feet were still on the steps, only just like he flew, and see the steps, pretend the steps are there, and he's here, he falls there, but his feet are landing on the steps, so he goes whoo, but his feet are still on the steps, so he's not eliminated yet. And honestly, I don't know how you can top a moment like that. Like, we all know Kofi Kingston's famous for these moments in Battle Royals and Royal Rumbles where he can do these unpredictable moments and stunts, and that one was the best one of them all. I don't know how he can top that one, but to be honest, that's all Kofi Kingston's there for. He's not entirely relevant, he's just relevant for that moment. So the final 2 were the Big Show and Antonio Cesaro. I mean, I wasn't surprised the Big Show was in the final 2. This is where I really was on the edge of my seat, standing up the whole time, cheering for Cesaro, and I thought Big Show was going to win after, I believe, did he hit the choke slam on Cesaro? He might have done. Then Cesaro tries to clothesline him over the top rope. Big Show springs back, and then all of a sudden Cesaro hoists up the Big Show, like Hulk Hogan did Andre the Giant, how ironic is that, and throws him over the top rope. Cesaro wins the Battle Royal. I'm marking out. The Superdome's marking out like crazy. I'm fucking happy. I'm happy about that. I'm so fucking happy about that. I mean, I couldn't be more happy for Cesaro. He's the first winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Cup, and this is really going to define his career leading up, because he's definitely one of the futures of this business, next to Daniel Bryan. He's up there now. From one of the guys in the independents to coming up to WWE and showing what he can do in the ring is just phenomenal. I mean, I couldn't be more happy for him. So again, kudos to WWE for that. It's a great moment, and I just don't want WWE to take away the fact that he's the Andre the Giant Memorial Cup holder, because I want this trophy to be prestigious, to have some memorable factors of it, you know, like, don't erase it from the history books and say, oh, Cesaro's great, but not because he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Cup. I don't want it to be that way. I want him to be remembered as the guy who won this for the very first time. And in all honesty, I could see Cesaro defending that cup at like a SummerSlam, if you would like that, against, I don't know, a Dolph Ziggler, or Alberto Del Rio in a triple threat match. Have him defend the cup, make it more prestigious, defend the cup against the Dolph Ziggler, and that would be a fucking amazing match, I'm not gonna lie. At, say, a SummerSlam. Would you guys want to see that? Comment down below and let me know. Okay, so I believe the next match was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I've been saying for a while, this storyline and build-up's been absolutely good, amazing. Leading up to this match, I was pro Bray Wyatt, wanted Bray Wyatt to win. The entrance was fucking epic. I have the band come out with the mask playing his song Catching Flies, and they come out, and Cena comes out, doesn't really do much with his entrance anymore, like he used to do. The match, it's positive and negative. The positive is for the match. The match was a brilliant match. Again, I was so interested as to how they would work well in the ring. In the ring. And yeah, they did do pretty well. It was good. They had good in-ring psychology, and the storytelling in the match. How Bray Wyatt wanted to unleash John Cena's monster from within, and he just snapped in like the first portions of the match, just attacking Bray Wyatt, smiling as he's doing it. And what really made me laugh was where John Cena was going to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle. He hits the ropes, and all of a sudden Bray Wyatt's doing like the spider thing, going like that, and John Cena, he slips and he's like, Holy fuck! That I never laughed so hard. That was hilarious. I thought he botched because he went like that, and as he saw it, he went like that, and I'm thinking, did he botch? But no, he was just scared shitless of Bray Wyatt. He shit his pants. But well, that's like soon, isn't it? But anyways, we get on to the ending, and that's where the negative comes in. John Cena goes over Bray Wyatt. A huge fuck you, WWE, for that. Why? Just why? What has Cena proven in this victory? Oh, that he's kept his legacy alive. Fuck that. I mean, yeah, he's fighting for his legacy, but it doesn't make any sense. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. It's Super Cena. Super Cena. He didn't bury Bray Wyatt. He didn't bury Bray Wyatt like we were kind of scared that was going to happen. It was a great match, but the wrong outcome. I'm sorry, it's the wrong outcome. Bray Wyatt should have won. But not taking anything away from the match, it was a good match. So, now we get on to the next. I'm kind of getting chills as I'm about to get to this. And I think you know what the next match I'm going to talk about is. Man, it hasn't sunk in yet. The next match I'm gonna talk about is Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Well, for one, they screwed up the entire build-up. The build-up's been fucking lackluster piece of shit. And I had very high faith that this match would still be a 5-star classic, that it would steal the show, be match of the night. Well, for one, did we see that? No, we did not see that. It was a watered down piece of shit match. One of the worst Undertaker matches in WrestleMania history. And guys, not only was it the worst Undertaker match in WrestleMania history, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's also the last. Because Brock Lesnar has... I can't say it. Oh, fine. Brock Lesnar's beaten the streak. There, I said it. He's beaten the streak. It is 21-1. I need a drink just to compose myself. Right. This is memorable just for shock value, because let me tell you something, the fan reaction was the same reaction I had when I was sitting on my couch watching it, and Brock Lesnar, he picks him up after the counter of the tombstone. He goes for the third F5, because this was the third F5 he hit. He hit the third F5, and I'm thinking, nah, Taker's going to kick out. There's no way he's going to do it. So you go 1, 2. At 2, I still had... I had doubts, but I was still like, nah, he's going to kick out. And then when he hits the 3, the penny drops, and I'm like... But you got it. I'm just like the fans. I'm like, what the fuck did we just see? The fan reaction made that moment epic. Well, it didn't make it epic, but it made it so memorable. And that's what's kind of good about it. What's very bad about it is the fact that you had a part-timer beat the streak, like Brock Lesnar. This is, once again, another example of how part-timers are getting the beneficial time that the full-timers and the people that are busting their ass in WWE deserve. Like Daniel Bryan, like John Cena, like Bray Wyatt, like The Shield, like the Wyatt family, you know, like Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Alberto Del Rio, and then Cesaro. But no, you give it to a part-timer, and I think that's fucking bullshit if you ask me. Because Brock Lesnar, he's been in and out of WWE for a long time, hasn't paid his dues as much as anyone else that's busted their ass over the last 5 years, trying to become the future. And, yeah, I still don't know. It hasn't entirely sunk in yet after last night. It totally hasn't sunk in yet entirely, but at the end, Undertaker stands up, everyone pays their respects in applause, and everyone gives them a standing ovation. I bow down to the TV in respect, because in all honesty, Undertaker is my favourite wrestler of all time, and I kind of, guys, I'm not going to lie, I kind of got emotional while I'm watching that. I'm not ashamed to say it, I got a little emotional watching that, because Undertaker has always been my favourite wrestler of all time, and the streak was one of the main reasons, and to see it go, there's no reason to watch Undertaker now. There's no reason, unless, and this is a massive rumour, people are saying that apparently, and I haven't seen it yet, but apparently there's a video with Sting at a press conference, and he said, "Do you know what my favourite number is?" He said 31, and people are buzzing in speculation that 31, as in WrestleMania 31, that Undertaker will have one final match against Sting at WrestleMania 31. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, well, why on earth are you going to have Sting and Undertaker at WrestleMania when the streak's already done? There's no need to have it at WrestleMania. Build up a personal feud, but don't do it for WrestleMania. Do it for like a Survivor Series or SummerSlam, or the Royal Rumble. That makes way more sense in my opinion. Is the camera still rolling? Yes, camera's still rolling. I was worried that it went off on me there. Yeah, but in all honesty, sorry about that. But in all honesty, if they're gonna do this, they need to do it right. Don't do it at WrestleMania, because 22-1, if Undertaker wins one more time, it doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. But that would still be an awesome moment to watch. Sting coming back tonight on Raw. That would be an amazing moment. But Undertaker, all I can say is, well, just thank you, for like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, I paid my respects to Undertaker at the end, so did everyone. I mean, I just can't help but show respect because he's my favourite wrestler, so. Rest in peace the streak and rest in peace the Undertaker if this is his final match, which I doubt, but if by some miracle it is, then you will be missed. Going into the next match, and I'm just going to briefly give my opinion on this. It's the Divas Invitational for the Divas title. AJ Lee won. That was fucking bullshit, if I'm honest. Yeah, it was fucking bullshit. AJ Lee has been jobbing out week in and week out and week in and week out and week in and week out on Raw, and you have her winning on every pay-per-view. It makes no sense. No one's gonna believe in it. Just give it to fucking Natalya. It's starting to piss me off that they're not even gonna give it to someone who can run with the title and make it look prestigious. AJ Lee, is she making it prestigious? Is she fuck? Honestly. So, when you get down to the fact that this, well, at least they got beneficial time, the Divas. At least they got time to show what they could do. I'll say that much. But really could care less. Now we get on to the main event. Now this is where the positive shoots up to the highest level it's ever been. Because the main event is the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton's the champion going against Batista, and they added Daniel Bryan. Now this triple threat match, I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty good match. I mean, the first 10 minutes were kind of boring, because Daniel Bryan threw out the ring, and then for the next 5 minutes it was Batista, Randy Orton going at it. And when Batista and Randy Orton go at it, I'm thinking, oh, where's Daniel Bryan? Where's Bryan? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. When Daniel Bryan's not in there, I'm thinking, can you just get Daniel Bryan in there quickly, please, again? But no, the match was good. I loved the 6 spot where Batista and Randy Orton do a Batista bomb and an RKO on Daniel Bryan through the announce table. And you could see how Randy Orton landed on his back on the monitor. How he landed on the monitor, and how you could see like the blood on his back, almost like what Hardcore Holly did, except he had like he had like a gash, like a gap there. I don't think Randy Orton had that, but you could see the blood, like it was pretty hardcore. But that was a pretty epic moment, if you ask me. And getting towards the ending of the match, we have the Authority come out trying to screw Daniel Bryan over again, and I'm thinking, oh, same old shit. But no, Daniel Bryan attacks the Authority, makes it a triple threat again. Well, it was trying to be like a 6-on-1. And then Batista, I believe, I think if I remember correctly, I think Daniel Bryan hit Randy Orton with the running knee. Batista threw Daniel Bryan out of the ring. He went for a cover and it was a 1-2 kick out, I think. And Batista's like, what the fuck? Unless he hit, oh no, he hit a Batista bomb, I think. Or comment down below and let me know. I'm just doing this off memory, guys. I apologise. But the one thing I obviously can't forget is Daniel Bryan comes back in, gives the flying knee to Batista, gets him into the yes lock, and I'm shouting at the TV, tap out, tap out, tap out! And he finally taps out, and honestly, I've never marked out so much in my life. The Superdome, I didn't see a person sitting down. Everyone was jumping for joy. So was I. Literally, I was sat right down on my couch. I stood up, and when he tapped, Literally, I took my fucking shirt off, I threw it up in the air, and I was like, fucking get in! I literally marked out like fucking crazy. It was awesome. Daniel Bryan is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. No screw jobs this time, unless they strip him of the title again on Raw. Please, hope to God, don't let that happen. Give him a fair, legitimate world title run, please, WWE. Thank you. But yeah, it ends so happily. Daniel Bryan wins the title, confetti, the family comes in. And this has been on my mind for a while, but this is great foreshadowing of what they did 10 years ago at WrestleMania 20, where you had Chris Benoit in this storyline, where Paul Heyman's saying to Benoit before the Royal Rumble, you will never get another shot at the title. You will be the number one entrant, and you will never get there. You will never win the big one, and that was all Benoit was being told. And he went on to win the Royal Rumble, and he was put into the main event of Raw's main event to become a triple threat match for the title, and he won after 18 years of defying the odds. He finally won, and 10 years later, look what happens. In my opinion, the next Chris Benoit, but could be better, Daniel Bryan is in a triple threat match after defying all the odds for like the past 6 months, and he wins the title. How ironic is that? How cool foreshadowing is that? Like, holy crap. So, in summary, this WrestleMania was, in my opinion, one of the most memorable WrestleManias of all time. Was it one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time? I'd put it in my top 10, but it would be towards number 10 or number 9. It would just be up there. If it would be top 10 in most memorable WrestleManias, it would definitely be in my top 3. That's how memorable it was. So this has been my full WrestleMania 30 official review. Make sure you guys like this video if you haven't already. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't, and also comment on this video. That would be so nice. Subscribe to Alex Wilkinson, who's made tons of videos on San Andreas. Check out his GTA San Andreas story. He explains the story of San Andreas, the developmental of what's going on. Yeah, so you guys can check that out. And also subscribe to Connor Kenway, who's getting closer in subscribers towards me. I mean, I've got 22, he's got 19. I mean, and again, like I've said a million times, I know this for the subscribers, so I'm not going to bitch him more. So that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Undertaker, we love you. May your street rest in peace, but with respect. Respect your Undertaker. Cheers. Peace out, guys.